We've created a conference called You're in Control, which is about the creatives in the digital environment. And we decided today to add some food experience to that.
The Designers and Farmers project is a project that we started in 2007 at the Icelandic Academy of the Art in the product design department.
But then it developed into a research project and became much bigger and got to another level. And the research project, that's the result that we see here today, where we are presenting 4 products that we finalized in that phase. And there we are working in a really multidisciplinary process.
The aim of the project was to kind of join together the youngest profession in Iceland, designers, and then the oldest profession, farmers.
I think it's very unique because it's farms around Iceland have met with design people and selling it locally, but now it's coming all together in Harpa as a buffet, and we always like to surprise our guests and have the experience as best as we can.
The idea of having the food during the conference, I think, was an inspired one because it's turning the conference from something that you listen to something that you experience.
Go to the farm and we really spend time to kind of get to know the farmers, the material and the surrounding. So each product is especially made for each farm.
And we collaborated with Bjarni, the head chef here at Hörpudiskur. So that was for the first time that we worked with him. And he brought in the garden, the salad garden.
It was very nice to take part in it because it was combining 2 of my hobbies, cooking and growing herbs.
The products that we made were skyr confect. It's a chocolate shell filled with skyr.
Then we have the rhubarb caramel, which is kind of based on this childhood memory when people went out and picked a rhubarb stalk and dipped it into sugar.
Then we have sláturtertan from Möðrudalur, and it's an haggistort made out of the offal of the lambs.
I loved it, and I thought when I was eating the rye bread that it would be nice to have this kind of rye bread served in a hot dog stand.
My favourite food was probably the sláturtorta because it's very similar to haggis and black pudding that we have a lot in Scotland.
Well, I think this is fantastic. I have followed this with great excitement. Combine in this way design, culture, innovation and basic production.
And what I thought was most fantastic was the garden, the salad herb garden. Absolutely out of this world to have this here in Harpa, November, Iceland, cold outside, raining, but summer in here. It was really fabulous.
It's very unique, and unique is always good. I love the music. It's very important to create the right kind of ambiance. That's good.
The skyr confectionery was out of this world.
I think the presentation is lovely and it's really like a food adventure.
A lot of interesting ideas are coming up, as you know, and people are eating very interesting food also. So it seems to me that the lunch and the food is really having its influence on what people are talking about. A very innovative lunch.
Of course, we have to be proud of our history and our product, and if we can present it for our guests as a fun thing, it can't be boring and it can't taste bad.
It has to be regarded as an experiment. It's just a way that we could start to work.
Yes, of course, it's all about the creative processes to bring those into different industries or different areas, and I think that the food industry or the food experiences often are taken for granted.
Within the idea of the new Nordic cuisine, I think that's something that could become very famous. So certainly in the UK there's a lot of exposure of some of the Danish chefs who have been doing very experimental work.